Hey guys, welcome back to Woods Tree Farm. We are starting to think about flower season for 2023, and this is something that we put off last year because it was a pain in the neck to get this black tarp up with all the plants growing through it. We tried using the mower, we tried just pulling plants by hand, we tried cutting them, and eventually we just got busy and we just kind of left it, which means for this preparing this plot over the winter, we didn't get any cover crop down, which I wanted to do because we want to continue to build the soil over here. And but we kind of discovered maybe that's for the better, because now these plants are all dried out and crusty. They're a lot easier to remove. So Hudson's hacking at them with a stick. I was kicking at them with my feet. I'll show you what we do here, but it's a lot easier now that everything's all dried out. So maybe we learned something here. Well, we're right about an hour into it right now. We got 5 of our 10 rows rolled up. So it looks like this is gonna be a 2-hour job. I guess it's worth it. You guys tell me what you do if you use ground cover. Do you just leave it down and just pull the plants out and try to replant in it? Or do you pull it up every year or what? I don't know. This is our first time using it. We really like what it did for weed control and how neat and organized it made everything look when it was planted. But this part of the process is a chore and I'm not enjoying it, but you know, the time savings that we had not weeding this year more than makes up for this. This is just, you know, something I didn't think about when we put this down. So it took us about an hour and 40 minutes to get that all cleaned up, and like I said, it was a bit of a chore. But what we're going to do next here is spread some annual ryegrass seed. You can see what that looks like there. I don't know for sure if this is going to grow, but this seed's cheap enough. We have like a big 50-pound bag of it. So this is supposed to germinate down to like 45 degrees. It's 55 out today. All next week we'll get kind of a mix of temperatures from the 30s all the way up to, or actually from the 20s overnight up into the 60s during the day. So we'll see what happens, and as we get into March we can spread some more of this for an early season cover crop. But I'm just going to spread it with a bag spreader. Stacy's going to come behind with the tractor and just kind of drive over the field to try to pack some of the seed down into the soft soil, and driving over it with the tractor will also help break up some of the larger branches and plant matter that's out in the field right now. So we'll knock that out real quick, and we'll talk a little bit more about what we plan on doing, maybe a little bit different for this upcoming flower season. All right, so you can probably see now tire tracks all over this whole field. Hopefully that packs in some of that seed, and as soon as it's warm enough, that seed will germinate and we'll have a nice early spring green manure crop. And then we have some buckwheat and some clover that we can plant as well, but definitely early for the buckwheat. And the clover we can frost seed as we get closer to spring. But we'll kind of wait and see what this does, and if this doesn't germinate much by mid-late March, then we'll put some more of this seed down too. So that's the plan with that. We are going to shift around this plot just a little bit. I know we had rows that all those tarps that we pulled up, all the ground cover we pulled up, we're going up and downhill this way, and last year we had some sunflowers across the back that way. I think this year we're going to just change the layout a bit, change where our aisles were, change the width in between each of the flower rows, because I talked in a previous video about how the flowers were growing over the rows. They were just way too close together. So we want to redo all the spacing, redo the layout, and hopefully make it an even better plot this year than it was last year. That's the plan. So you guys let me know how you think we're doing out here. If you got any feedback or anything like that, I'm always open to hearing what you guys have to say. If you got any questions, obviously leave those down below as well. And until next time, I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.